Hi, third grade. Welcome back. Ready to do some Bible? I am. So we're still working on building this wall of stewardship. Remember, stewardship is the ability that God has given us to take care of the earth. When you're a good steward, it means that you take care of the things that God has entrusted you to take care of. So that could be creation, that could be the earth, all of those different things. And today we're working on the second part of Biblical Truth 19. Biblical Truth 19 says that sin causes disharmony between God's image bearers and the earth. Okay, so not only does sin cause disharmony between us and God, between us and other people, but there also was a brokenness that happened in our world. Remember, in the Garden of Eden, before sin came into the world, before Adam and Eve chose to disobey God and do things their own way, they were living in a perfect place. But because of that, there was curses. There were things that happened in our world because of sin, and now we're living in a broken place. So, grab your Bible workbook. I'm going to hop to the back of the camera, and let's work on a little bit of our workbook together. I'm going to take this truth with me too. Okay. Here we go. Going forward. Moving down to our workbook today. We are on 19.24.2, Truth 19, Part 2. So let me just pull this truth back up so that we can read it with me, okay? Biblical Truth 19. Sin causes disharmony between God's image bearers and the earth. Remember, you are an image bearer. You're different from all of God's creation, plants and animals, because you reflect God himself. His likeness is in you. That's so cool. So let's do these first 5 together. It says, check the sentences that prove biblical truth 19. So if it is proves it, it means that it is something that is good. Okay, so think of it as being true. Number 1, sin affects our ability to be good stewards of the earth. What do you think? Does that prove biblical truth 19? If you were thinking yes, that is correct. It does. It affects our ability to be good stewards of the earth. Sin does that, right? That would be that disharmony. Number 2, the curse on the ground caused farming to be difficult. What do you think? Yes, that is true. Number 3, the sin of selfishness causes some people to pollute the air and water. What do you think? Make your guess. Should be thinking yes. Yep. So selfishness, remember, is putting yourself above others. And in this case, this would be putting yourself above things, right? Our world, taking care of it. When we are careless, when we are selfish, then we would just throw our trash on the ground and not care, right? That's going to pollute our world. If everybody did that, our yards, our parks, all of these things would be really dirty, and it would be harmful to God's creatures too. Right, number 4, people have no trouble planting and harvesting crops. What do you think? Does that prove biblical truth 19? Nope, it doesn't. So leave that one blank. And number 5, weeds and thorns are no problem for farmers around the world. Does that prove it? Is that true? No. And those of you that have ever gardened, or those of you that have parents that farm, you know that weeds and thorns are definitely a problem. They have to do things to protect against that. Okay, the rest of this page I want you to do on your own. This next section, open up your Bible to Genesis chapter 8, 21 through 22, and use those verses to answer these questions. And then number 9, you're going to read this paragraph, this scenario, and cross out the things that are not true. And then at the bottom today, circle the picture that shows how the fall affects farming. Okay, Get to work. You got this.